That's right, y'all. Your boy is back with a brand new list of desk gadgets and office accessories, all under 50 bucks. I've been doing this for a long time, and I gotta tell you, for a product to make it into one of my videos, it's gotta be pretty interesting, or at least a little weird. That's kind of my specialty. And I know YouTube intros are really getting out of hand these days, so let's just get right into the video. Here are desk gadgets that I've been enjoying lately, and all of them are available for less than $50. Okay, we're gonna start out simple and work our way up to some of the stranger things on this list. The first item is pretty simple, but very useful. My main desk in my office is just a big slab of wood on a standing desk frame, which looks really clean, but lacks any proper storage. So I added a pair of these super affordable pull-out drawers that you can mount to the underside of any desktop. These are great for storing things like pens, pencils, wires, adapters, things that you use frequently at your desk, but you don't want sitting on top of your desk all day long. However, the best part is that these drawers have built-in power, so my AirPods can charge while I'm working at my desk without taking up space on the actual desk. These drawers are affordable and they add functionality to my desk. Moving on to something a bit more unique. This is a cassette-style audio amplifier from FiiO, and it earned a place on this list for two reasons. The first reason is purely functional. If you use wired headphones at your desk and the signal coming out of your PC is not especially strong, using a headphone amplifier like this model from FiiO makes a real difference. But if I'm being honest with you guys, the other reason why I picked this model up is it just looks cool. And it has a fun little display that shows you what's streaming, the sample rate, the bit depth, that sort of thing. Overall, it's a great tool for audio in a very compact size. Most of the tech I show off on this channel is here to make working at my desk more efficient. But before I show you the next one, I want to tell you about something that's changed how I document my workflows, and that's today's sponsor, Scribe. If you've ever had to explain the same process to someone more than once, then you know how tedious and time-consuming that can be. Writing it all out step by step, taking screenshots, formatting everything, it takes forever, and Scribe fixes that. Scribe is a platform that captures your screen while you work and automatically turns what you do into a step-by-step guide. You get annotated screenshots, written instructions, the whole thing. You just hit record and do the process one time, and Scribe builds a guide for you. And once your guide is ready, sharing it is simple. You can send a link, export it as a PDF, or embed it wherever you and your teammates work. And if you need to edit your guide, just update it, and everyone with access automatically gets the latest version. Scribe also has a feature called Guide Me, which puts Scribe right into your browser and walks you through each step interactively, so you can follow along in real time without losing your place. I often help my family and friends with tech support, so I used Scribe to create some really simple guides for doing things like removing the background from an image. And thanks to Scribe, my family now receives a nicely formatted PDF guide. To get started, scan the QR code on screen, or click the link in the description to get started for free. So thanks to Scribe for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the list. Okay, look, I know I've shown off a lot of different volume knobs on this channel, but hear me out. My current keyboard doesn't have a volume knob, and I was tired of fumbling with shortcuts every time I wanted to adjust my speakers. I wanted something cheap and simple to control volume, which is exactly what I got. This physical volume controller by DKE goes for $14 on Amazon, and it does exactly what you want. It's a physical volume controller with tactile feedback. However, what impresses me the most with this super affordable accessory is that it comes with this magnetic mount, which opens up a bunch of options for where you place it on your desk. For example, I mounted mine to the front of my desk, near the standing desk controller. I know it looks a bit sketchy, but I find this super convenient. If you need a volume controller and you have a spare 15 bucks, this is an easy recommendation. I've been testing macro pads on this channel for years, and for most of that time, the conversation was, if you want a good macro pad, you're probably spending close to $100 on a Stream Deck or some other high-end device. But cheaper options are becoming more and more available, and I wanted to know if any of these budget macro pads were actually any good. And that's when I came across this. Hold on, I forget the name. Let me check Amazon. Okay, this is the Streaming Deck for live streamers, Game Commands keyboard for gamers, macro pad for content creators. Oh wait, I found the manual. This device is actually called the N1 Stream Controller, I think. Okay, that listing on Amazon does feel a bit misleading, almost like they're trying to convince less informed shoppers that this is an actual Elgato product, which doesn't affect how the macro pad performs, but I wanted to mention it because while I appreciate more affordable options hitting the market, I don't think misleading customers is a good move. Putting that aside, how does this super affordable macro pad perform? Well, it turns out pretty dang good. You get 15 programmable screen-based buttons, plus a rotary knob and 2 navigation buttons, as well as a small onboard display. They packed a lot of features into this low price point, and honestly, my only complaint with the hardware is that they printed these multiplication and division symbols directly onto the case, but that's nothing a little white paint can't fix. But here's the thing about macro pads, it all comes down to the software. If the software for customizing your macro pad and building shortcuts is garbage, then you're never gonna want to use the macro pad. And to be honest with you guys, I had low expectations for the software, but it's surprisingly good. It's called VSD Craft, which is another somewhat confusing name, but the software immediately recognized my device and I was off to the races programming shortcuts. I will say that this software does look suspiciously similar to Elgato's Stream Deck editor. I mean, even the icons look very similar, but if I put all that aside and evaluate this as a tool for building shortcuts, the experience is perfectly fine. So if you're curious about macro pads, but you don't want to commit $100 or $200, this device is a great entry point at a very fair price. I'm gonna close this video out with a product that has nothing to do with productivity. I recently picked up a new gaming keyboard from Corsair because I had never tried any of their keyboards before, and although it's not making me any better at Marathon, it is pretty nice. But I wanted to give this keyboard some juice, and then I discovered these keycaps. These are the Black Big Legends keycaps from DIY Keycap. It's a set of 151 PBT keys, but let's be real here, it's all about this design. It's like an elementary school teacher dropped an alphabet coloring book on my keyboard. It's completely ridiculous, and that's why I like it. Remember at the beginning of the video when I mentioned my favorite desk accessories are those that are somewhere in between weird and functional? This right here, this is what I'm talking about. That's gonna do it for today's video. As always, my name is Nick Mo. Thank you guys for watching Work From Hype, and I will catch you in the next one.